Have you ever looked at someone in power and thought, how on earth did they get there? We've all seen it. People who seem utterly incompetent rising to positions of authority, while more capable individuals stay in the shadows. History's examples are clear. Emperor Nero fiddling while Rome burned, or Elizabeth Holmes building a multi-billion-dollar company on faulty technology. But what if there's a twisted logic behind why the least qualified often end up in power? Today, we dive into the insights of Niccolo Machiavelli, a 16th century political philosopher whose controversial work, The Prince, provides brutal truths about why power often gravitates toward the incompetent. While this is ancient philosophy, it aligns closely with a modern psychological phenomenon. Machiavelli wasn't concerned with how rulers should behave in an ideal world, but how power actually works. One key lesson: perception often matters more than reality. Rulers who appear competent often succeed, while genuinely intelligent individuals fail because they don't play the game of perception. In power struggles, intelligent people often see complexity and limitations, leading them to doubt themselves. Meanwhile, those who offer simple, confident solutions to complex problems thrive. Machiavelli understood that appearing competent often trumps actual competence. Intelligence can be a liability. Studies show that intelligence helps leadership effectiveness up to an IQ of around 120. Beyond that, additional intelligence becomes a hindrance. Exceptional thinkers struggle to influence others who can't follow their complex reasoning, leaving them sidelined. But raw intelligence isn't the only factor. Psychologists David Dunning and Justin Kruger's Dunning-Kruger effect shows that people with limited knowledge tend to overestimate their abilities, while true experts underestimate theirs. In leadership contexts, overconfidence is often more persuasive than actual expertise. This explains how individuals like George Armstrong Custer or tech leaders like Adam Newman, despite failures, gain power due to their unshakable confidence. Machiavelli noted that incompetent leaders surround themselves with even less competent people to protect their authority. This phenomenon, where weak leaders choose loyal subordinates over capable ones, creates an environment where incompetence becomes institutionalized. A great example of this is Emperor Commodus's reign in Rome, where capable leaders were replaced by flatterers, hastening the empire's decline. But why do people follow these leaders? It's because of a psychological need for certainty. We crave simple, clear answers, even when those answers aren't realistic. In times of crisis, people are drawn to leaders who promise to solve everything with bold, absolute statements like, "I alone can fix this," rather than those who acknowledge complexity. This pattern is visible in modern political and corporate environments, where simple answers often prevail over nuanced expertise. In politics, when individuals face uncertainty, they often choose leaders who project absolute certainty. Yale researchers found that when complex issues align with people's beliefs, they'll use their intelligence to justify their preferred outcome, rather than seeking truth. This cognitive bias for simplicity leads us to follow leaders who offer definitive, simplistic answers, even when they're wrong. Machiavelli also highlighted that moral considerations can hinder intelligent people in power struggles. In any competitive environment, those willing to disregard ethical constraints can access strategies that others cannot. This is why leaders like Julius Caesar, who was willing to break norms, often outperformed principled individuals like Cicero. While intelligence alone doesn't guarantee resistance to manipulative power, understanding how to counter these forces is vital. By recognizing which environments reward incompetence, we can begin to design systems that select for merit. For example, environments with clear feedback and accountability structures, like surgery or engineering, naturally select for competence, while political systems or corporate hierarchies, where outcomes can be obscured, often reward appearance over substance. At the personal level, the key to resisting manipulation is intellectual humility. Acknowledging the limits of our knowledge helps us evaluate ideas based on evidence, not confidence. Additionally, media literacy, choosing quality information sources over noise, prevents us from falling for simplistic solutions. Philosophical reflection, stepping back to examine deeper principles, further strengthens our resistance to manipulation. On the collective level, institutions should be designed to reduce bias and reward competence. Transparent rules, accountability mechanisms, and cognitive diversity can challenge the rise of incompetent leaders. Germany's governance structure, for example, separates management from oversight, providing resistance to incompetence, while centralized systems with weak checks and balances can breed it. In conclusion, Machiavelli's lessons from centuries ago remain relevant. While he was often misunderstood as advocating for manipulative behavior, his work actually exposed these dark dynamics. By understanding these forces, we can design better systems where merit matters, and we can protect ourselves from leaders who rely on confidence and manipulation rather than competence and integrity. Remember, knowledge of the darkness doesn't mean surrendering to it. It means gaining the power to create light.